this article?
Help me practice asking for a
Act
raise.
as my sleep coach.
What bird is this? Actúa como mi tutor.
Turn my idea into a business plan.
What do you want to create next?
Imagine having a personal artist who could perfectly translate any idea in your head into a visual masterpiece. Well, that's what GPT-4o image generator promises, capabilities that go far beyond just making pretty pictures.
Crazy stuff. And here's what makes it pretty cool to me. While previous AI could create stunning artwork, this system actually understands the fundamental ways humans use images to communicate. From ancient cave paintings to modern infographics, we've always used visuals to share complex ideas, and this technology finally bridges that gap. And here's what's really game-changing. The system can handle up to 20 different objects in a single image while maintaining their relationships to each other. Previous systems would get confused with just 5 or 8 objects.
That's quite a leap forward. You know, what makes this possible?
So get this, it understands not just how images relate to words, but how different visual elements connect to each other meaningfully. Like, if you're creating a technical diagram, it knows that arrows typically indicate flow or process.
I see. You know what I'm wondering though? Like, I'll just give you an example, okay? Say you're designing a character for a video game. Yeah, with previous systems, each new image might look completely different. Would this system maintain consistency across multiple generations?
Oh yeah, for sure, because it remembers the context of your entire conversation, just like working with a human artist.
Impressive.
And here's where it gets really interesting. The system can actually render readable text within images, which is something other AIs struggled with. This means you can create proper diagrams, infographics, even educational materials.
I bet it goes even further too, doesn't it?
It does. You can upload existing images as reference points, and the system will analyze them and incorporate relevant elements into new generations. So it's basically like having an incredibly observant assistant who can learn from examples and apply that learning to new contexts.
But, you know, what does this mean for professional designers and artists?
Honestly, I don't know. One way to think about it is to look at how word processors changed writing. You know, they didn't replace writers. They just made writing more accessible while allowing professionals to focus on higher level creative tasks. But this technology could have a completely different impact, you know?
Yeah, I think tech like this should be more about augmenting human capabilities than replacing them.
Right, and here's another fascinating aspect. Because the system understands context so well, it can generate images that are culturally and contextually appropriate for specific settings. This means more relevant and engaging visual materials across different backgrounds and use cases.
Now, that's something that could really change how we approach educational equity and accessibility, since the technology's ability to maintain consistency across multiple images means you could create entire visual narratives or sequences that build on each other, perfect for everything from language learning to like technical training manuals and stuff. That's bringing us full circle to what you mentioned about human communication through images.
Exactly, and perhaps that's the most profound aspect of this development. It's not just about creating images, it's about expanding our capacity for visual communication in ways that are both more precise and more accessible than ever before. We're entering a new chapter in how humans share knowledge and understanding.
So what should we be watching for as this technology develops?
Well, I think the key areas to watch are how it gets integrated into professional workflows, its impact on educational content creation, and most importantly, how it might change the way we think about visual literacy in general. This isn't just a tool, it's potentially a new language for sharing ideas.
Wow. I think of it like giving an artist both incredible technical skills and a complete encyclopedia of knowledge. The system creates this seamless bridge between understanding text and creating visuals, which makes it feel almost intuitive. And what's really impressive is how it can switch between different artistic styles, from hyper-realistic photos to abstract art, just like that. Oh, you should hear about some of these quirks. They're actually pretty fascinating. Like, it has this funny habit of getting overwhelmed when you ask it to handle more than 10 to 20 distinct concepts at once. It's like watching someone trying to juggle too many balls. Eventually, something's got to give.
Right. Well, that's interesting. How does it handle more complex tasks like working with different languages?
That's where things get really interesting. When it tries to render text in non-Latin scripts like Chinese or Arabic, it sometimes just makes up characters that don't exist. It's like watching someone confidently write in a language they've never actually learned.
Oh, wow. So what happens when users try to edit these generated images?
Well, that's another quirky area. You know how sometimes you ask someone to fix your collar and they end up rearranging your whole outfit? That's kind of what happens here. You might ask it to fix a small typo, and suddenly it's changing elements of the image you never wanted touched.
Well, that makes me wonder about safety concerns. So, like, how are they handling the potential for misuse?
They've actually implemented some pretty robust safety features. Every single image gets this special C2PA metadata. Think of it as a digital fingerprint that says, hey, I'm AI generated. Plus, they've built this sophisticated internal search tool that can verify if something came from their model.
That level of transparency seems crucial in today's world of deepfakes and misinformation.
Exactly right. And they're particularly strict when it comes to images involving real people. They've put in extra safeguards around sensitive content. Plus, they're actively blocking any requests that might violate their content policies.
Okay, well, I can't say I'm not liking what I'm hearing. How widely available is this technology going to be?
The rollout is actually pretty comprehensive. It's becoming the default image generator in ChatGPT for Plus, Pro, Team, and even free users. Enterprise and education users will get access soon, and developers will be able to tap into it through the API in the coming weeks.
That's quite a broad release. I'm guessing the evolution of this technology is going to be something we all really, really love or really, really hate. I'm rooting for them, though, at least for now.
Based on their current trajectory, I think we're going to see much more precise editing capabilities, better handling of complex concepts, and improved consistency in image generation. The fact that they're so open about current limitations actually makes me more optimistic about future improvements.
That kind of transparency is pretty refreshing in the tech world, isn't it?
It really is. Instead of trying to present it as some perfect system, they're acknowledging its current limitations while actively working to improve them. It creates this sense of partnership with users where we're all part of this evolving journey. I think they have a pretty solid image generator here, no doubt.
I think so too. I honestly do. What advice would you give to someone just starting to explore this technology?
Start simple and build up gradually. Experiment with different styles and approaches, but be mindful of those current limitations. And always remember to check that metadata stamp. It's not just about creating cool images. It's about being responsible contributors to this evolving technological landscape. The future of AI image generation isn't just about what we can create, but how we choose to use it.
Couldn't have said it any better. I want to thank you guys so much for listening in. Let us know your thoughts on this in the comments below. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one.
Until next time, stay safe, everyone.